Hello everyone, welcome to Manika IAS. So this is your weekly places in news session. Last week, I was not able to take your session because my health was not fine. So this year, what I'm doing is I'm clubbing the news of the previous week and this week. So it is for week 7 and week 8. So we'll be taking all the topics together. And if anybody of you have any questions, any doubt, and any confusion with respect to your prep, not just this PPT, you can always reach out to us. We are always open to help you guys. All right. With that, let's begin our discussion for today. So these are the 7 topic that we'll be discussing today. What I have done here very specifically is each and every line of what we'll be discussing today is very important from exam point of view. I have not taken any extra information. It will be a very short, concise, and crisp session in which we'll be touching upon all the important points and covering all the points that can be asked in your preliminary examination or main. ठीक है जहाँ पे भी बट ज़्यादातर प्रीलिम्स के अंदर ही हेल्पफुल रहेगा कुछ रीजनिंग वाले भी हैं जैसे आरएलसी और ब्लैक सी में आप देखोगे कुछ रीजनिंग वाले स्टेटमेंट्स भी हैं सो दे कैन मेक अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन ऑफ assertion and reasoning type all right so be very well focused on what we are discussing because every word that we'll be discussing today are important is important ठीक है so the topics are Sarnath. ओके सारनाथ बिकॉज इसको यूनेस्को वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट का स्टेटस मिल गया है फाइनली देन ब्लैक सी कवल टाइगर रिजर्व ओकिनोतोरी आइलैंड दिस इज इन योर जापान ठीक है देन योर आरएलसी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम योर प्री प्लस मेन्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू देन पलीकरनाई मार्शलैंड and Falkland Island. These are important for your pre point of view. Okay, so let's discuss the very first topic, which is your Sarnath. ठीक है now why this is in news as I have already told you कि इसको UNESCO it has got the status of UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, now it is the 45th World Heritage Site in India. Interesting point is that it was in tentative list from last 28 years. ठीक है and now it has got the status of UNESCO World Heritage Site. And interestingly, it is the 4th site in Uttar Pradesh which has got UNESCO World Heritage status. What are the other three? Taj Mahal, Agra Fort, and Fatehpur Sikri. Now these three were already the UNESCO World Heritage site, and fourth one is your Sarnath. All right. It got the status in 48th committee session जो कहाँ पे हुआ था? Busan, South Korea के अंदर. All right. Now let's discuss Sarnath on 3 pillars. One is your cultural significance, two is your geographic, and third are what are the various points of attractions in Sarnath that you should be knowing. ठीक है तो बेसिकली है कहाँ पे इट इज इन वाराणसी 10 kilometers on northeast of Varanasi it is located. So if you see these are the major लोकेशंस जो सारनाथ के अंदर है वन इज योर धार्मिक स्तूपा सेकंड इज योर मुगलगंधा कुटी विहार थर्ड इज अशोकन पिलर ये तो सबको ही पता है ऑलराइट देन फोर्थ इज योर चौखंडी स्तूपा fifth is Sarnath Museum, sixth is your Deer Park, seventh is your Tibetan monastery. Now if you see it is located on the bank of river Ganga and it is also said it is situated on confluence of river Ganga and Varuna river. ठीक है सो इसके जंक्शन के ऊपर सारनाथ लोकेटेड है सो these are the thing that you should remember about it this is very important because India का national emblem is taken from this Ashokan pillar itself. Okay, so you must know about this that this was erected by Emperor Ashoka in 3rd century BCE. Basically सारनाथ के जो constructions हैं they belong to Ashoka and Gupta also. ठीक है गुप्ता पीरियड के टाइम पे देयर वाज अ पीक इन आर्ट इन सारनाथ ऑलराइट सो दिस इज अबाउट योर सारनाथ नाउ let's see the historical developments. So basically religious significance क्या है that there are 4 key sites जो आप अपने आर्ट एंड कल्चर में जब आप रिलीजन फिलोसफी पढ़ोगे, यू विल रीड अबाउट इट, या सम ऑफ यू माइट हैव ऑलरेडी रेड दैट देयर आर 4 की साइट्स रिलेटेड टू बुद्धा. ठीक है, गौतम बुद्धा, द फाउंडर ऑफ बुद्धिज्म. And Sarnath is one of those key sites. What other 3 sites and what are they related to? We'll just read about that. Now, the very first is Lumbini. Lumbini is known for Buddha's birth. Second is your Bodh Gaya. Bodh Gaya is known for enlightenment. Third is your Kushinagar. Kushinagar is for him of his passing away, जिसको महापरिनिब्बाना भी बोलते हैं. Then fourth is your Sarnath. Now Sarnath किस लिए है? Sarnath is for Dharma Chakra Parivartana. That means after he got enlightenment, Sarnath is the place in which for the first time he gave his sermon to the others. So he gave his sermon to 5 other disciples. ठीक है, at a place where धार्मिक स्तूपा वाला place where which we discussed previously. ठीक है, and this is the first turning of wheel of dharma. This is the significance of Sarnath and other 3 sites. Now अगर हम कल्चर की बात करते हैं तो it peaked during Gupta era as we have discussed the sculpturing and all. Second thing is अगर आप iconography को compare करते हो सारनाथ versus मथुरा, then they focus exclusively on Buddhist iconography, and the characteristics they include cream colored sandstone, serene expression, thin transparent looking attire on the figures. ठीक है, so this is what the features of Sarnath schools are. Then comes your धार्मिक स्तूपा, as we have discussed. हम की स्तूपास भी देख लेते हैं एक बारी. धार्मिक स्तूपा is a place that marked the spot जहाँ पे first sermon दिया गया था. ठीक है, and it has carving belonging to the Gupta period. Now चौखंडी स्तूपा की अगर हम बात करें, this is a place जहाँ पे बुद्धा initially reunited with his 5 disciples at Sarnath. So they are very close to each other as we saw in the previous slide. And third, of course, is your lion capital, which is your Asiatic lion, displaying Asiatic lion, and it's India's national emblem. So this is what about Sarnath. Okay, now the next topic is with respect to Black Sea. देखो ये वाली जो geography है, the geography of Black Sea and surrounding region is very complex and it is very important, and it is a place from where you tend to get a lot of question in UPSC. All right, now why this is in news? सबसे पहले context समझ लेते हैं. Now this is in news because India government ने advisory issue की थी for ships that are sailing through the Black Sea that either you get an Indian flag on the ships or you get a crew members of which is from India. ठीक है, for their safety, right? This is what Indian government issued the advisory. Now let's see the location because this is the place jahan se questions aayenge. Now Black Sea is your landlocked sea, theek hai, and it is the bordering countries if we see are from here Turkey, Bulgaria, Romania. देखो, now if you see Moldova, it is not bordering, ठीक है, so Ukraine, Russia, and here Georgia. Now these are the country. Now let's break down on the basis of the region. This particular region, which is European region, is known as Balkan Peninsula. Okay, so ये चीजें ना याद नहीं रहती हैं, but these are very important that you know. This is your Balkan Peninsula. Now on the south side, this region of Turkey is basically Anatolia region. This is known as Anatolia region. Now, as you move to the eastern side, which is the region of Georgia, this is your Caucasian region. Caucasian. Why? Because यहाँ पे you have Caucasus Mountains. ठीक है, and northern is your Eastern European plains. So you know it is situated landlocked between Balkan Peninsula, Anatolia region, Caucasian region, and your Eastern European plains. Now this is very important exam point of view. So you cannot miss this facts. These are the key facts that you must remember. Now, if you see this Crimea, now this is a disputed territory, Ukraine और Russia के बीच में, ठीक है? Now this Crimean Peninsula is in Black Sea. What is important further from this is to understand these seas and the straits that are connecting. So that we'll see in the next slide. Okay, just let's see. let's see this. Now if you see this, हमने ब्लैक सी देखा है. On the north we saw the Crimean Peninsula. Along with that, here you have Russia. Now, Crimean Peninsula and Russia are separated by Kerch Strait. If you see, here we discussed there is a Black Sea. Then you have your Sea of Marmara between Turkey and European Peninsula. Now, if you see, Black Sea is connected with Sea of Marmara by the Bosphorus Strait. And when you see here, Sea of Marmara is connected with Aegean Sea by Dardanelles Strait. ठीक है. Now these strait are very important, all the three, the Kerch Strait, Dardanelles, Bosphorus, and you have to remember that here you have Black Seas connected with Sea of Marmara and Sea of Marmara with Aegean Sea, and here you have Sea of Azov. Now this entire geography of these water bodies is extremely important from your preliminary point of view, so do not miss this, and this is very important. Another important point is that Ukraine has the highest number of islands in Black Sea, which includes the sea largest island. ठीक है. And due to the limited, the reason is कि the Black Sea has lower salinity. Why? Because there is limited mixing from Mediterranean Sea, as this is a landlocked sea. ठीक है. Because of this, it has lower salinity. Now, this become a very important point for your assertion reasoning type question. So you must remember this. All right. Now let's move to the next topic, which is your Kaval Tiger Reserve. ठीक है. Kaval Tiger Reserve क्यों न्यूज में है? Because NTCA, your National Tiger Conservation Authority, has named this particular tiger reserve as key location for tiger population restoration efforts. All right. Now let's see is geography. Geography की हम बात करते हैं तो this basically is in Telangana, as you can see. Another very critical point is that it lies at the southernmost tip of the central India tiger landscape, and the nearest one are Tadoba, Andheri and Indravati. ठीक है. So southernmost tip पे lie करता है, and it has linkage with Tadoba and Indravati, which falls under Central Indian tiger landscape. So this is important for you to remember. And अगर ज्योग्राफी में जिस तरीके के क्वेश्चन यूपीएससी आजकल पूछ रही है, so they definitely ask which tiger reserve and which water bodies. So you should remember that Kaval Tiger Reserve lie on the border of Godavari. ठीक है. It lies in the catchment area of Godavari River, and other small riverlets are Pedavagon, Kadam. ठीक है. So these are other small rivulets जहाँ से question आने के chances कम है, but it can definitely ask you that whether it lies on the catchment region of which particular river, or it can be given as a statement in your question. So you should remember that it is in Godavari River. Now vegetation की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो it has southern tropical dry deciduous forest. So it is a tropical dry deciduous forest that you must remember. All right. Now let's see the next topic, which is your Okinotori Island. Okay, now it is the southernmost island of Japan. Why it is in news? Because China has conducted some drills. Okay, live fire drills near this island. Now, if you remember, while we had a session about third, 3 to 4 session it was, I think third or fourth maybe, we discussed about the entire South China dispute. Okay, how China is being very aggressive in South China Sea, how it is trying to assert its territory in the South China Sea. So this is one of those tactics only in which it's trying to some kind of nudge the Japanese government by doing all these things, and not just with Japan, it is doing with other countries as well. And why do you want to assert your dominance? Because if you are able to claim that it is your EEZ, okay, exclusive economic zone, you have access to access to the marine resources in that particular region. That is why China is doing that, and we have discussed that in depth. If anybody of you has not seen it, please go and visit that. All right. Important point क्या है कि it is the southernmost island of the Japan, and it is also known as Perivela, and it's a small vacant island under Japanese sovereignty. Now it is situated in which sea? Philippine Sea के अंदर है, and it is Japan's southernmost island we have discussed, and it is the only Japanese territory south of Tropic of Cancer and lies to south of Hong Kong and Taiwan. So this is important point. Southernmost है, lies to south of Tropic of Cancer, and it lies to south of Hong Kong and Taiwan. And if we talk about the kind of question that can come, they can simply ask you that the match the following question जो इस बार वाले पेपर में भी आए थे, that this particular island belong to which particular nation. In 2026 also UPSC asked this kind of question, so you must remember that. Okay, now let's see about the Aral Sea. Aral Sea की अगर हम बात करते हैं, now what is the issue here? The issue here, Aral Sea is on the verge of extinction. Aral Sea is a inland water body, ठीक है? It is again like located between two nations, ठीक है? And there is no other water body connected to it, the large water body if we talk about. So it was supposed to be a carbon sink, but what has happened? It has released 200 teragrams of carbon and has turned into a greenhouse gas emission chamber. Why? Because it has depleted, it is almost on the verge of extinction. 80% of Aral Sea has already dried up. Now, this is very interesting. Why it has dried up? Because in 1960, what happened? What they did, they tried to divert the water from Amudarya and other river, which actually leads bring water to the Aral Sea to their water deficit regions. ठीक है? As a result, the incoming water in Aral Sea has reduced, and more so because it does not have any connection with any other water body, the large water bodies. The water is drying up in this particular sea, Aral Sea. Okay. Now, if you connect this with our interlinking of river project, this can also be a potential threat that when you try to change the normal discourse of the rivers, the geography and the nature will have its own repercussions. ठीक है, and whenever you are writing say contradictory statements या opposition statement to such questions, you can mention this kind of an example. All right, so now let's see about the nature. It is a saltwater lake, ठीक है, because it does not have a connection with any freshwater body, the ocean itself. Now in Central Asia, it is between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, and here you have Turkmenistan, but it is lying on the border of Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. ठीक है? It was once the world's fourth largest body of inlet water, but now it has reduced. ठीक है? फॉर्मेशन की बात करते हैं कि फॉर्मेशन कैसे होता है. सो इट वाज फॉर्म्ड इन द एंड ऑफ नियोजन पीरियड. इट इज काइंड ऑफ अ डिप्रेशन जहाँ पे वाटर डिपॉजिट होता है. ठीक है. सो and it was made during the Neogen period. Now it was made by water for Sirdarya and the Amudarya rivers that we discussed. Okay. Now climate, it has harsh climatic regions, and it has desert continental climate characterized by you have hot summers, cold winters, and varying diurnal air pressure. That means during one day you have two high pressure peaks and then you have two low pressure peaks. This is what we mean when we say diurnal air pressure changes. ठीक है. Now reason क्या है disappearance के लिए? As we have discussed कि they try to, the Soviet government, they try to divert the water from Amu Darya and Sir Darya to the surrounding desert regions. Now, by 1980, the Aral Sea has shed 80% of its volume, and it is on the verge of extinction, and has led to emergence of something called Aralkum desert. So once a water body is now about to turn into a desert. Desert. Okay. So this is about your Aral Sea. The next is about your Palikarnai marshland. Now this is located near Chennai, and why this is in news? Because of urban growth, long-term urban growth, and waste disposal has diminished the size of this particular marshland. ठीक है, marshland act as a natural barrier against water. ठीक है, and that is why it is ecologically very important. But it due to anthropogenic activities like this waste disposal and unplanned urban growth, what has happened is the size had diminished. ठीक है, so it is a freshwater and brackish water lake. Brackish wetland मतलब backwaters. ठीक है, is located roughly 20 kilometers south of Chennai, and it acts as an aquatic buffer to flood-prone Chennai and Chengalpattu district, as we have discussed. क्योंकि वो एक बैरियर, नेचुरल बैरियर क्रिएट करता है अलंग फ्रॉम फ्लड वाटर्स. तो अगर उसका साइज रिड्यूस हो जाएगा, छोटा हो जाएगा, तो आपका नेचुरल फ्लड बैरियर्स विल ऑल्सो रिड्यूस. And on its eastern periphery you have Buckingham Canal, and it is also a Ramsar site, and the most notable species here is Russell viper. So only 5 points, but you remember, first it is located in Tamil Nadu, it is located south of Chennai, and the size is reducing due to anthropogenic activity. On the east you have Buckingham Canal, it is a Ramsar site, and the notable species is your Russell viper. All right. Now come to the last topic of today, which is your Falkland Islands. Now, what has happened during the FIFA World Cup semi-finals against England? This was shown by Argentina. After they won the match, this was shown by Argentina players. Okay. Now, what does this mean? This means they are asserting their claim on Falkland Island. Okay. Now, why against the semi-final match? Because it was against England, and as of now, it is under control of England, UK. So that is why they ascertain their claim by doing that. Let's see the geography of this particular place. Okay. If you see, it is on the southern tip of South America, in the Atlantic Ocean. You have West Falkland Island and East Falkland Island, and they are separated with each other by Falkland Strait. And Stanley is the capital. And as of now, it is an overseas territory of United Kingdom, but it is a self-governing territory of United Kingdom, and it is also known as Malvinas Islands. Okay. So this is important, that point that you have to remember, that it is near to South America, but it is an overseas territory of UK. Okay. Plus, it is a self-governing territory. Okay. So this was about these two islands, the places in news in last 2 weeks. And if you have any questions, if you have any doubt, you may please reach out to us. You can comment down your doubts, and at the same time get your PDF from the Telegram group. And if not, you can also comment PDF/PPT in the comment section, and the team will send you the uh, requisite link. Okay, so that was it for today, and if you have any doubt, please reach out to us. Thank you. Have a nice day.